Hey my loves, spend the day with me as my boss's place, where I am learning how to make footwear. Before I left the house today, my mind went to a childhood story that made me smile. Truly, growth changes everything. When I was a kid, one of the hardest parts of growing up was not seeing my elder sister often. We didn't grow up in the same house. In fact, we were completely in different states, miles apart and living our separate lives. Most times, I would only hear her name in conversations. Then one holiday, everything changed. I was in the village for my own vacation. I went out to play with my friends only to come back home and meet my sister. In that moment, my heart knew no bound. Inside of me, it was like firework. My heart was racing. My stomach was filled with butterflies. But I hid it. I didn't jump or scream. I didn't let it show on my face. I guess even as a child, I was already pretending to be composed. You don't think I start this composure journey, no? Back to the story. But deep down, I was the happiest little sister in the whole wide world. That holiday became the best memory of my childhood. We did everything together. She cared for me, guided me, told me things only another sister could. She became my shield, my teacher, and my best friend at that short time. Then quietly, the holiday ended. We packed up, said our goodbye, and returned to our separate homes. I know by now you might be wondering what this whole story is all about, but calm down, I have a lesson to share here. Now, fast forward to today, things has changed. She's married now with kids, and honestly, anytime I see her, it still makes me happy. Because no matter what, she's still my sister. We gist, we laugh, we catch up with everything. Sometimes we talk all day, but you know what I have noticed? That childhood excitement, the butterflies in your stomach when you hear your sister is on the phone or your sister is around. Those excitements are no longer the same again. No more following her up and down. No more holding hands on the road. No more sleeping in the same bed with her just to gist till sleep carries us. It is different now. Not bad, but just different. And I think that this is what growing up really does to us. Changes a lot of things inside of us that we don't know about. But this doesn't mean that she's no longer my number one person anymore or love each other less. It just means that life has shifted us into new chapters. But deep down, whenever I see her, the same joy from childhood is still there. It might not come as a butterfly in my stomach. It just comes differently now. It comes from the way we gist endlessly, the way I feel at peace with her, and the way I love her kids. So what is the life lesson I have learned? I have come to understand something. Family moments, no matter how small, are precious. Butterflies may fade though, but you see that bond, it never fades. And sometimes we must remind ourselves to be children again, to laugh without control, to cherish those who we love, and to celebrate family with the same wide-eyed joy we once had. Because in the end, those memories become the true treasure of our lives. Sometimes I wonder what it would have been if we had shared more holidays, more nights of G's, more holding hands on the road. Maybe the butterfly wouldn't have disappeared so quickly. Maybe I would have carried even more of our childhood love with me. But then again, maybe the reason this memory shines so bright is because of its rare, because it was just one and it means everything to me. Or maybe that's the beauty of it, because how can something so small, just one holiday, could plant a memory that lasts a lifetime? She might not even remember the story, but for me, it is my absolute best. This memory is the clearest picture I hold of our childhood together. In fact, it was the only holiday I ever got to spend with her, and I honestly can't remember. So this is one memory of my sister and I that will live with me forever. Anyway, enough of family memories. So back to what was happening in the video. I was done making the footage. Not completely done though, but I was just done for the day due to there were no materials to continue. And the weather was getting so cloudy. I needed to go back home to fix one or two before it started raining. Even though before I got home, it started drizzling so badly. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Okay, bye.